Rock College's heating and cooling maintenance program is now joining us with more on how to stay cool and also save some money in the meantime.
Good afternoon.
David, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Okay, if something's wrong with our AC, we may already know it by now because we've had to have it on. But if we don't know it, what are some things that we can do right now to make sure that our AC is going to be running smoothly for the rest of the summer?
One of the most important things you need to do is get a licensed, bonded person that can take a look at it at the beginning of the year, make sure your filters are working properly, make sure that the unit is working correctly, as well as inside your house. One thing that you can do to save some money is to lower your temperature, rather raise the temperature 1 or 2 degrees, and you'll save about 5 to 10% on your bill.
In fact, let's talk about some of those tips that we have and you've given us. One, self-explanatory. You want to keep your doors closed. That's no-brainer. Use a programmable thermostat. Tell us about that.
If you raise the temperature during the day while you're at work or at school, and then just prior to coming home, it turns the air conditioner back on again and it's cool, you save a lot of money during the day rather than having it at a cold temperature all day long.
And that's not going to cost more to cool it back to the temperature that you want?
In fact, you'll probably save a couple $100 within that first year to pay for itself several times over in that first year.
These programmable thermostats, is that something that somebody like myself can just install, or do I need to have an electrician or an AC repair guy come out?
I was able to install one, and I am not a handyman, and I was able to install one in my own home a couple years ago.
Okay, so pretty easy stuff. Another thing that you mentioned is watch out for your air clogs, maybe on the outside unit of your house. You need to have that checked as well?
Absolutely. For example, in my backyard, we have a huge cottonwood tree next to a neighbor, and those things will totally clog up those units, and you got to make sure you keep those free so that the unit's not working twice as hard as it needs to.
And here in Oklahoma, obviously, keep your blinds closed. That's going to keep your house cooler.
Definitely.
Okay, now you mentioned getting your AC and your whole unit checked once a year. How important is that?
Again, you may have an AC that's not working properly, and you may see your electric bills creeping up, all because of a simple fix that needs to take place, whether it be an addition of a coolant of some sort, or just a minor mechanical fix that needs to take place. So,
I was just talking to my neighbors about it this weekend because of all times, my AC actually went out this past weekend, of course on a weekend and a holiday, so it's going to take a while to get that repaired. But I was saying that, well, we need to get it checked once a year, and my neighbors were saying, really, once a year? That seems like a little too frequent. Do you really have to do it once a year?
I think once a year is a good idea so that you, again, you don't end up like I did several years ago on July 4th, having a unit that didn't work.
Always on a holiday.
Always
Why is that?
Holiday.
Okay, so just go ahead and get it checked out. It might save you money and a lot of stress.
Yeah.
Reduce that in the long run.
Definitely.
David, I appreciate you being with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.